Hi there! Welcome to another episode of Ask This Bookkeeper Anything. My name is Veronica Fry, and I am the owner of True Resource Bookkeeping, where I help service-based business owners increase clarity and decrease stress around money. So today's question is, how do I find a good bookkeeper? Now you might be here because you watched my last video where I answered the question, should I hire a bookkeeper or do it myself? And you answered, I want to hire a bookkeeper. Or you might just be here because you know you want to hire a bookkeeper and you were just already asking. So I'm going to share what I think will be a helpful way to organize yourself and find the best fit for you. Now, as a business owner, you've likely heard the idea that your customers will hire you because they know, like, and trust you. And I am going to show you how you can use that same know, like, trust framework to help you find a good bookkeeper. Let's start with know. Know is all about getting clear on what you need and who's out there. So first, you want to know what you're looking for. What services do you actually need? As I mentioned in a prior video, just saying I need a bookkeeper doesn't always tell you and tell the people around you what you need. So if you start with what services do you actually need? Do you need ongoing bookkeeping? Do you need someone for a project to kind of catch you up or clean things up? Knowing what you actually need will help you find the right person. Also, knowing what software do you use. This will help you make sure that when you find someone, you're looking for someone who's experienced in that software you're using or want to use, whether it's QuickBooks Online or Xero or something like that. Or if you're using a spreadsheet, someone who knows how to transition you into a new software. And then also ask, what's my budget for this? So after you know what you're looking for and the software you want to use and how much you want to spend, find your options through trusted sources. So who do you know? You might already know a bookkeeper. There might be a bookkeeper in your networking group, your business community. You can ask your other business friends if they have a bookkeeper that they like or know of a bookkeeper that they like. That would also help later when we get into the trust category. If you don't know anyone, most of the bookkeeping softwares have directories that include bookkeepers. So QuickBooks has a Pro Advisor directory, Xero has an Advisor directory. A lot of local Chamber of Commerces have a directory. If you're looking for a tax person, a lot of the CPA or the enrolled agents, they have a directory. If you're still struggling with that, you can just do a simple search online. Again, searching for the services that you want rather than just bookkeeper, and see if someone comes up and you look at their website and they seem like what they're saying is interesting to you. So now that you know what you need and you have some options, the next step is to meet with those people. And that's where like and trust come into play. So let's go to like next. Like is when you're just really feeling out the vibe and the fit of the person. Do you like them? Pay attention to how you feel when you talk to them. Do they explain things in a way that makes sense? Do they make you feel comfortable asking questions? If they talk down to you or make you feel stupid for asking questions, that's a red flag, and that's not someone that you want to work with for the long haul. Do you feel like they're actually listening to you? The key is to trust your gut about the vibe. Do they seem genuinely interested in helping you? Or does it feel transactional or pushy? You can definitely feel that in your gut. Can you imagine working with this person monthly? A bookkeeping relationship is basically an intimate relationship, in that you're sharing personal details about your business finances with someone. So how you feel about this person as a person matters. So listen to how you feel, listen to your gut, and that brings us to trust, because trust can also help with how you feel. So trust is just making sure that this person is qualified and reliable. And this is something that's a little bit tough to figure out before you actually work with this person, but there are some things that you can look for that can help you know if you can trust them before you actually begin a working relationship with them. So the first thing is check their qualifications. It's a little bit challenging in that bookkeeping does not have one nationwide or internationally recognized certification that all bookkeepers have to have, and that lets you know that they know their stuff. So you have to get a little bit creative. Check if they have an accounting degree or some other sort of degree that feels relevant. If they have experience in the field, a lot of people, you can find them on LinkedIn and you can see what kind of experience they have in the field. Do they specialize in businesses like yours? If you have something that's quirky about your business, do they know it? Look for if they have any certifications, preferably something that requires them to go somewhere and actually have some external person test them on their knowledge. Things like the Intuit certified bookkeeping professional, or there's a certified public bookkeeper certification. Do they know your software? Most bookkeeping softwares have a certification to go through. Look for those things because that just shows that they're serious about learning and being experienced. And then look for evidence of reliability. How quickly did they respond to your initial inquiry? That's often a preview of how they're going to be responsive or not once you start working together. Do they follow through on what they say they'll do? For example, if they say they're going to do something after you get off the discovery call with them and they don't do it, or it takes them days or weeks to do it, that's kind of a red flag that that's how they're going to be and they're not reliable. What do their reviews say? Do the people who review them mention how they can trust them, they can breathe easier, they know they can count on this person? That's a good sign that this person is trustworthy and reliable. And then getting back to the no category, if you were referred to this person from somebody in your network, ask them, is this person reliable? How do they act with you? If the person that you know is telling you, I can always count on this bookkeeper, I always feel like I know what's going on, that's a good sign that you probably can trust this person. So to wrap things up, when you're looking for a good bookkeeper, feel free to use this know, like, and trust framework as a kind of checklist. And remember, that's going to be know, do I know what I'm looking for and where I can find qualified people? Like, do I feel comfortable working with this person? And then trust, do I believe that they actually do the work well and will follow through? If you can answer yes to all three of these, then you probably have a good fit. If any of those feel like a no or maybe, that's a sign that you should keep looking because you haven't found the right fit yet, but the right person is out there and you and your business deserve the right fit. I hope that's helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to submit them anonymously at the link below and I will answer them in a future video. Thank you again for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.